Hello everyone, welcome back to Can of Wormholes. We are working through these last few puzzles here. We have 7 more to go, and then possibly some wire work to get into down the line. But for now, we're here in this next segment. We've done that one at the top, and so it's this one here. Looks like we've got to flip something within the confines. Okay, so we are the C-shaped piece, so we've got to flip something, this guy, and we've got to do it along the other axis of it. My initial suspicion is that we need to swallow through one piece and onto another. But just how we're going to do that and why we're going to do that, I'm not certain. So put that kind of there and bring this over. And if we bring that across one and down one, of course there's no resistance against that now, but might we be long enough to make our own resistance? We are. It just does not help us. Especially not when we're going to fall off at the end. So that doesn't help us, but what will help us, I'm sure, is this piece's ability to allow us to roll, hold on, left like this, because we need to do that, but for the whole other piece. So if we wanted to build what that's going to look like, I think first of all we need to flip this guy. But I need to do it in a way that I will be safe and secure after the roll, which is that. Then I want to make sure I eat the other piece first, and then this piece, in a way that will let me roll on the long axis. How am I going to do that? It looks like it might be something where I nestle the crook in this thing into a corner like that. And so then I can use my own resistance. But this doesn't help me because I eat the L-shaped piece first, not the long-shaped piece first. I need to start eating this one and finish over here. Which should be simple, question mark, if I just do that one there and bring this over underneath to here. Except that's not going to work because I can't roll. I'm not long enough to get to the piece that I can roll horizontally. Alright, give me some insight. Well, the fences are unexpected. Ah. I was so close. I just have to use a gap between my turn. Okay. So with that in mind then, reset me, because I don't think this does then need to be flipped. But I do think I need to use the bend to get resistance against a block, because otherwise, if there's going to be resistance, I'm not going to be able to come out of the other side of this. So in the insight, we start by rolling that over and then moving this down onto a piece it's resistance against. So can we just replicate that up the top here? I probably can, I just need that to be one further over. All right. I was so close, but I'm not mad about it. Then what do we have here? I have vague memories of cutting my head off on this. Now, is that what we need? The insight will surely tell me. The dot at the end suggests that we could cut our head off and then work all the way back here and become a too long piece by eating that dot. But I can also do this. To what end? I'm not sure, because that one that's now behind the fence cannot be moved. I also can't move that in further. Is it ever an eat our own tail situation so that we can then jump over all these gaps? Not if I have to use the ground around this to get to the point I can eat my own tail. Right? It's gonna be... I think we're the wrong number of pieces long for that. So what else could it be? There's cutting our head off, there's making more pieces. I don't think we can ride the fence up anyway. Alright, again, show me the insight. Okay. So close. And I just missed that one little point. So, which way did we need to exist for this? Like that, but... Oh no, wait, it's this. And then we have to come down, because that's the gap that can accommodate us. We become too long. So many of the elements that I speculated, I just missed the making the loopy ring piece at the beginning. Right, 19 of 24. What are we doing here? Okay, well, very first thing, we're doing this. I have memories of this one as well. Because we can move that up. Basically, we need to figure out a way to escape once we are over here, because we can't back out into the emptiness. We can get longer and longer still. And then if we don't push that one to the right any further than it already is. So we can eat that. We can bring that over. Ah. That might do it. I want to eat a piece that will then break the fence. I just have to figure out what order I do that in. Because I can't have my tail any other orientation than straight when that happens. And of course, if I eat all these pieces, I'm no longer... I guess I start at 3 long, so I have to make a 2 long thing into the finish line. So maybe it's not me at all. Maybe I have to use the pieces that I have to push a 2 long piece down the left-hand side by manipulating all these elements I have. Because we've seen puzzles like that before, where we just kind of live in the constraints of this thing, and we have to maneuver one of the 2 long pieces we have down there. So that would probably look like... Well, we would need to be longer to push stuff to the left, wouldn't we? Although, immediately that seems helpful. Except I now can't eat anything because I'm not long enough. So we might have to start with eating this. Where can we kind of park stuff until I'm ready for it. Because we need to maintain one of the two long pieces intact, and it's probably not the one that I'm closest to here. If that's going to be pushed to the left on to the fence cut, or if this is going to be moved left onto the fence cut, I need to be longer so that I can actually get around to cut it against the fence. But to do that involves eating a bunch of the stuff I already have. And will I have to cut one even more prematurely? Because now there's no way for me to bring that further to the left. Nor is there a way for me to push these things to the left here, because I'll only eat them. Alright, again, show me the insight. Oh. Okay. Well then. Showed me what I know, didn't you, game? So when can I make that turn? Probably this one here is going to be the one we turn with, because all the others are further left than that one. I just have to get long first. But I have to push that across from the right, because that way I can go up and right rather than having to go left, up and right, because I'll never be long enough for that. So that to there. I can get really long. Except this is not going to help me, because I can't back up out of this. So we have to do it on the left-hand side. But if we're going to do it on the left-hand side, how am I going to get this piece up to where I need it to be? I've probably... Wait, because it's one higher on the other side. Like this wall and the left-hand side wall are not on level with one another. Actually, that might be fine. Because I can just do this. And then I am way too long to do that, so I can't push that up further. And once it's down there, I can't do what I need to with it. Can I manipulate this to roll upwards? I don't think I can. So how am I going to keep a piece higher up and to the left where I can then push it across? Because this is my start. Does it need to be that one instead of this one? I don't think it can be, because I can't move this to the left. At least I can't once I've let go of it. And to do that, I need to be able to come into this line here. Eat that. Eat that. And now how do I move this to the left? It can't be like that, because I'll never get back. And also, now it's too low. Except... no, I can't move it up again either. So once it's here... I can't move it to the left. Is it the other pink vertical piece that I need to keep? If I put you there... oh, maybe it is. Hold on. How will I have resistance against this piece? How did I completely miss that? It's an upwards resistance. So maybe it goes against the fence? But if I push this against the fence to cut it, that ends up 1 over. How can I have a piece in line with the fence? To swallow it to roll over. Oh my god. Maybe it's the one on the right, but... yeah, am I that big a fool? Maybe not. How do I move this to the left now? Not like that. That's no good to me. Can't come all the way around like this. How do I get one of you against the fence? Probably right there staring me in the face, isn't it? But wait, hold on. I need to have enough tail, and then I come back on myself to get the roll. So I need to eat 2 more pieces and have this in this spot. So how am I going to do that? If I do this, I can't move that to the right now. Why is this so impossible? Alright, I'm going to poke this for a minute. I can't do it. Nothing I can think of can get me a piece against the fence. I can bring either one out. You have to start with consumption here. And then, realistically, it's this one. And then you end up with these 2 that are just happily in front of the fence as they are. Being consumed on one means you can't really do anything with the other. And then once you push this over, I can eat these and become much longer. But now I cannot get this one back away from the edge, no matter what I do. And I can't think of any other way to manipulate these pieces to getting to where I need to be. And grab that, and I can grab that, and I can put this here. And then I can get all of the other pieces, and I have this 2 long piece that is not against the fence, and I can't find any way to move it to the left of me. Even if I bring it down here, I wondered if perhaps there was going to be something to do with this that I needed to do. But that doesn't help me in any way that I can find. I can't move this to the left further from here. That only pushes it down into the drink below me. This doesn't help because I can't back up off of here. So if I was going to consume it and move over, it would have to be something I do whilst I'm here, but this doesn't help me at all. And so I'm completely stuck. Like, the only other thing I've just thought of, but it's probably not right, is could I put that piece up against the wall on the right hand side and then roll it over to the left? But I'm guessing not. If it was higher, which at some point in the past it must have been, right? So if this was up against there, can I go higher before I go lower? I can't. And at some point, was it up against the top of here? So if I did this to there, I can't eat that to get resistance to roll from here. And even then, I could only roll to the right. So that wouldn't help me. So I'm completely stuck on this one. Even with the insight, there is a move I'm missing that will let me turn one of these guys into dots. Oh. Was it right there in front of me the whole time? Well. Nuts. Except this definitely isn't right. All I had to do was push one with the other, huh? Yeah, that'll do. I was so ready to about give up, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, so that is 20 of 24. We only have ones ahead of us from here, but for now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.